everyone and welcome. What we can't complain about today is the weather. Absolutely perfect playing conditions. My name is Derek Ray and my commentary partner as usual is Stuart Robson. And what we have to bring you is live action from the A-League. How do you see the match going, Stuart?
Thanks, Derek. Well, often we talk about the tactics, the individual players that are missing, but so often it's the mentality of the players that is key to winning any football game. Which of these teams has the right attitude today is the big question.
Hello everyone and welcome back to another episode of the FIFA 22 World Club Cup. We have Brisbane Roar hosting Western United. Excuse me.
The initial 11 today for the hosts.
Well, when they don't have possession, it will be a back five. But when they win the ball back, the wing-backs will push further forward to make it a 3-5-2.
So Brisbane Roar coming into the game and tied fifth with 2 draws and a loss with a -1 goal difference. Their last matchup was against Monte Phoenix where they lost 3-2. They've tied their first 2 games.
This is the lineup for the visitors today.
Well, the two wide players are great in 1v1 situations, and their movement is also very good. But it's the midfield three that will need to control the flow of the game.
Western United coming into this game third place with 4 points after 1 win, 1 loss, and last time's draw, 0-0 draw with WS Wanderers. A win here today would put them into a good contest, a good fight with Central Coast. For Brisbane Roar, a win here would keep them in that possible fighting spot for staying in the actual championship. A loss or a draw here.
And the contest begins.
Loss or a draw here for Brisbane Roar would lose them any sort of hope of qualifying. So win here is required for them.
Prijovic. Kilkenny. He could pick out a teammate. Neil Kilkenny. Alexander Prijovic. Well, they have the ball once more. O'Shea. Now, what can they do from here? Might jump in front. Oh, marvellous defending to deny him. Neil Kilkenny. Can he put them in front? Making sure nothing untoward happened. Superb tackle. O'Shea. Neville. Defensive Brazilians to shut them down. They're getting the ball forward. Could be. Off the post and back in play. Determined defending.
Well, that was a bit unlucky, because you just get the feeling they need to make the most of one of these chances.
Alessandro Diamanti. Effective looking pass. Well, it looked highly promising, but they got nothing out of it. O'Shea. Shielding the ball superbly. An attack full of promise. Good tackle, it'll be a throw. Opportunity to deliver the cross. But strong defending. Kirhin. Neil Kilkenny. For attacking possibilities. Looking for that final pass. Looking for the goal that would put them ahead. Oh dear, not really troubling the goalkeeper at all, Stuart.
Well, from that range he should be scoring, and he knows it.
Steinman.
Seem to be passing around.
Clean challenge.
Still nothing on the sheet after 30 minutes.
Rennie Kirhin. Alessandro Diamanti. Or can they prize them open now? Must take the lead here.
And in.
You've got to say, it has been coming.
Well, as you can see, it was a fairly simple finish in the end, but you still have to be in the right place, keep your composure and finish it off, and that's exactly what he did.
So Brisbane will need to find a counter here if they want to stay in the competition.
So the ball rolling again with the scoreline standing at 1-0. Steinman. And Brown in possession. How about the cross? But nothing doing in an attacking sense. Rennie Kirhin. Kilkenny. Good technique displayed. And credit is due for that good piece of defending. Well, inching towards half-time, and probably fair to say the fans were hoping for a little bit better than this. Stuart, your thoughts?
Well, it's been a fairly even first half so far, but they haven't shown enough creativity, particularly in midfield, where there's been too many negative passes. If they can get the ball into the front areas that little bit quicker, I think they'll get back into this.
Who's going to get on the end of it? A decisive clearance it was. Timely intervention.
Well, the away side haven't bossed the possession, as you can see, but their attacking play has been really incisive. It's been a really good display from them so far.
Well, the attacking options appear plentiful. Might be a chance.
There you go, can they find the option?
Oh,
No.
he did superbly well to get back there and thwart him. And the fourth official confirming that we'll have one additional minute. Neil Kilkenny. So the whistle then. We're up the halfway stage in this match. This man will get most of the plaudits for his contribution up to this point, Stuart.
Well, I thought he had a really effective first half. Not only did he get the goal that gave them the lead, but his general play was really good. He was a constant threat, and I'm sure we'll see more of him in the second half.
So that's Western United going into the ending the first half with a 1-0 lead. They have had they've been dominating most of this game here. So I'm sure another goal will be in the books for them. Brisbane will need to really find another gear if they want to try and regain this match. Remember, they need the full win if they want to stay in the competition. A draw is not what they want. Also, not what Western United would really want.
The teams are ready to have a go at each other again as the second half commences.
Western can play for the draw if necessary, but realistically, they just want to go for the win. A draw,
Steinman.
a draw for them would give them a harder path
Now,
towards
will they be able to play it in
qualification.
behind the defence?
Good.
Matti Steinman in possession. And an astute piece of defending. Rennie Kirhin. Kilkenny. Alessandro Diamanti. Prijovic. Can he put it in? Terrific block. Well, they've lost possession of the ball. Rennie Kirhin. Alexander Prijovic. And do they mean business on this occasion?
Looks like they're behind the defence. They just need to find an option.
Inside the box.
Well, they do need to find a way
An attack
into
full
the
of
central
promise.
box. An option.
And he's
Oh,
outdone himself. Wonderful save there. And they need to get tighter here. And as a play it goes, throw in coming up here. Risdon. Well, we have 30 minutes to go. Can they create something from here? Oh, a perfectly timed
No.
pass. And nothing positive comes of it, unfortunately. Steinman. Playing with purpose and control. Still trailing, but they're upping the pressure. Big chance to get them on terms.
can they find the option through?
Oh, crucial
Nope, they
tackle.
can't. Oh,
Brilliant.
they've still got the ball low.
Dangerous looking attack.
There's a lot of men in the
This
box
looks
looking to
interesting.
try and
That's the kind
squeeze
of
them out.
shielding play you expect from him.
Nope, unable to find the option through. The United players having a nice,
Prijovic.
good defence here. Solid one.
Nicely timed tackle. 20 minutes remaining.
Well, as you can see, the hosts have had most of the ball, but most of their passing has been in deeper areas. Unless they start getting it into their front players with better quality, they'll struggle to turn this one around.
So it looked like Brisbane's
Cross it
hope
in
is
here.
starting to fade out.
Could be troublesome. Can he take advantage? Real
Oh,
chance. Well, the goal was at his mercy.
Well, it certainly was. He has to score there.
and that could be the end of their game. The end of their campaign there. They've got 15 minutes to try and find 2 goals, and they've just lost one great opportunity.
Plenty of options. Decent position. A chance for them to provide a test in the form of a corner.
Well, the crowd are doing their bit. Can they find the equaliser here?
The equaliser would be a critical move here. They can. This would ease some of the pressure.
And the substitution will occur now.
Make a substitution to try and bring on better options for this corner.
And there's the delivery.
Ball still in the box there. Passing it around, trying to get past defence here. I thought they were going to get another quarter there, but no, apparently it's a goal kick.
Rennie Kirhin.
10 minutes. And it looks like that'll be their last major chance
Looks promising.
of turning this game around.
And credit is due for that good piece of defending. Well, having been awarded the corner, they'll no doubt look to put the issue beyond all doubt. So deciding to make a personnel change at this juncture.
West United now making their substitution at their corner. Seems like substitutions for corners seem to be an ideal play.
Now sending it in. On a corner like that, every goalkeeper's dream, really.
Way too close to the goalkeeper's line. No trouble for him.
Parsons. Brown. Well, this game will shortly be history, and the home side appear to be on the wrong end of the scoreline. Stuart, give us your take.
Well, their attacking play has been too slow, it's lacked penetration, and at times it's looked devoid of ideas. But can that change in the final few minutes here? It only needs one moment of magic.
Yeah, but for them a draw is not that great, and they're not going to have another chance of pulling this thing into extra time, as there is no extra time in the group stage.
Superbly read and executed. Oh, he's lost possession.
Oh,
As a defender, you really have to concentrate to the maximum to bar the door, as he did then. Well, a corner it is, and they know they've got to be opportunistic at this stage of the game.
if we have a corner, they could hinder their opposition's chance of going through, but all their hope is gone now.
It's going to be a double substitution.
2 substitutions for Western United. They're wanting to hold on to this lead as best as they can, using up all their possible resources to try and hold the lead. It's also allowing the clock to slowly tick down towards the end of the
Played
half.
over, and clearing us away.
Playing up the clock.
Prijovic.
And that's it,
And
full
there
time.
goes the final whistle, much to the disappointment of their supporters.
Well, Derek, it was a poor result, but it was a really tight contest. Both sides had their chances, could have gone either way, but in the end, they will be disappointed.
And with that, Brisbane
Well, we're
Roar.
picking him out for a reason. He's had a tremendous game in attack, Stuart.
Yeah, good performance and a really critical goal to give them the lead. They just couldn't cope with his movement today.
And with that, Brisbane Roar has mathematically been eliminated from the competition. They have only 2 points, and the two highest placed teams are at 7. Meaning the top 3 teams are all at 7 points. So mathematically, they are out of this competition. But anyway, we'll be back in a couple of moments to see if their their ex-tied team, as they're now down below them, WS Wanderers, will be joining them in the mathematically unable to qualify category. We'll see in just a moment.
Hi everyone, it is an absolutely splendid day for football and we're looking forward to the game. My name's Derek Ray, and delighted to have alongside me, as usual on these occasions, Stuart Robson. And we have live A-League action coming up next. What might we see today, Stuart?
Well, Derek, we can talk about coaches and their methods, but it's now down to the players. Which ones are going to stand out, who will affect the game, and who will have the greater desire? It should be a cracking game, though.
Here we go. So it's WS Wanderers are hosting the Newcastle Jets.
This is the lineup for the home team.
Well, a 4-4-2 system relies on good combinations all over the pitch. The front two, the central midfield pairing, the fullback and winger, and of course the centre-backs. If you can get these combinations right, you'll have a good team.
WS Wanderers coming to this game currently in 5th with two draws and a loss, 2 points and a -1 goal difference. After their last match against Western United was tied 0-0.
And introducing the visitors lineup today.
Well, on paper, they look a very balanced team. But the three advanced midfielders must at times make runs beyond the centre forward. Otherwise, they might just lack a bit of penetration.
Newcastle Jets have tied all 3 of their games. The latest tie being between Central Coast with a what was it? A 1-1 draw. So yeah, they're hoping to get their first win here.
And they kick off here.
Now, time to run some math. So, Newcastle Jets, they need to win. If they win this game, then they are in good contention. Being only 1 point behind all the leaders.
Not advantage with them. Referee says play on.
If WS Wanderers win, then they'll be 5 points behind. And will sort of be in contention. They'll be a very hard point to contend, but it can still.
A deft clearance.
If there's a draw, Newcastle Jet will still have a possibility of qualifying, but it'll be an extremely
How far from the ideal pass, you've got to say.
It'll be an extremely uphill battle. With WS Wanderers, it'll be the end of their campaign.
Good looking ball. It's a weighted pass. And still trying to get the shot off. That is a very fine challenge in difficult circumstances.
And currently it's a 3-horse race between Wellington Phoenix, Central Coast and Western United. We could see Newcastle Jets just be barely behind that if they can get the win here. But on paper it's looking like a WS Wanderers win.
Steven Ugarkovic.
But we'll have to see what happens.
Useful looking position, you've got to say. Can he put them in front?
Pass around the box here.
Well, they're keeping their opponents moving and guessing. Pulls it back. Now he must favour the cross. That was perfectly timed, and it is going to be a corner. And now the delivery, and you need your defender to take charge.
Some sent out.
Ingham. Bumal. Olivier Bumal. Now a decent position.
Oh.
Intercepting it intelligently. Antonis. they've given him too much space. Must be.
That's in.
Now they've broken through. 1-0 here.
Well, here's the goal again, and it's a really nice ball to put him through. The vision to set up the chance is outstanding, but I don't think the keeper should be beaten at his near post quite so easily. I thought that was stoppable.
Well, back underway, and 1-0 it is. Let's see what happens next. Petratos. And space to cross it. This looks promising.
Ooh.
Well, that's how to put in a clean tackle. Possession changing hands. Well, couldn't keep it. Tomer Hemed. Crossing opportunity.
They find the option in the box.
Surely.
He does.
Well, how
Oh.
about that for a piece of tackling to break things up? And a throw in forthcoming. Ingham. And smart defending. Tomer Hemed. It's opening up for them.
Finds a man in the box. Off the goalkeeper.
Goalkeeping.
Well, what a save that is. He was so alert there.
It's a short corner.
Ooh, opted with a short pass.
Ugarkovic. In position.
Ooh.
He knew he had to make the tackle and did. Now, counter-attacking possibilities here.
Ooh, was an injury back
I'm
there.
not sure why the fans are so upset. I think the referee got that absolutely right.
And he could really get at the opposition.
Passing into the box.
Oh, surely. And he thwarted the attack with a masterful tackle. Petratos.
They run down the wing.
Totally fooled him. Going about his defensive business with a minimum of fuss. Oh, he's given the ball away. Can they get in behind them? Pulls it back. Can he take the chance?
As in.
And a goal! Cause for celebrations again. 2 in front.
This one now really concerned the Newcastle Jets. We need to find a way back into this game.
Well, here's the replay. He's done really well to get his head up and pick somebody out with that cutback. But the keeper should do better at his near post. That's gone in far too easily. That's not good goalkeeping.
Oop, my apologies.
And the whistle is sounded for half-time in this game. But it just seems in this game, he's been a step ahead of his opponents in every way, Stuart.
Well, what a display from him. Lots of touches, some great passes and an assist. He's been absolutely brilliant today.
So the Wanderers go in to the halftime tunnel with a 2-0 lead. With the stats showing that they are the dominant force in offense. Defensively, Newcastle Jets take the cake here. But that's both because they've been on the back foot for most of the half. 61% of possession over by WS Wanderers. Newcastle Jets just not getting a hand on the ball. They're just having to play the defensive game here. Let's hope they can find the opportunities to pull in the offense in the second half, or they're going to find themselves nearly out of contention here. No, it would put them out of contention. Oh no, yeah, it would put them out of contention if they were to lose here.
Plenty to consider based on what we've seen so far as the second half begins.
So yeah, it's either a win it or lose the game here. A draw would put them both out.
And back with Williams. Adama Traore.
Yeah, because
Petratos.
let's see, Group B, London defeating Central Coast, Western United.
Well, they couldn't keep that sequence going, unfortunately. Shot attempted. Still a chance. Well, it looked so threatening, but the danger averted.
I just realised none of the top contenders.
Now sliding in field. That's not a bad ball. That's high-level goalkeeping.
Well, that's a fantastic save. He's such a good keeper.
I just realised Newcastle Jets could get through. If they were to draw this game, they could still get through if they were to then win the next game by at least 2 goals and it, oh no, by at least a goal. If Wellington Kings was to lose, Central Coast was to lose, and so was Western United. Because all 3 of those teams are playing another team in this last set of matches. Because Central Coast is playing Brisbane Roar. I mean, no matter how much Brisbane Roar wins, they can't overtake. WS Wanderers is playing in the Phoenix. No matter how much they win, they'll still. Oh no, they'll be on the same ship as Thingy.
Continues his run. An effective challenge.
Oh no, they'll still be a point behind, so never mind.
Off the defender, so it'll be a corner.
So speaking, Newcastle Jets could get through with 4 draws and 1 win. All they have to do is draw this game and win the next game by a couple of the goals, and then they would effectively get through with only getting 1 win.
Well, they are committed to making the substitution here.
Because all 3 of the top teams have got 2 wins, a draw and a loss, and all have 1 point. So it's quite literally completely. We could actually see a 3-way tie at the top. It'd be completely ridiculous, and I don't know how lucky you'd have to get to have all 3 games go the exact same direction.
Played well when going forward, but it's been their ability to regain the ball which has made them so hard to play against here, and it makes them such a good team. It's been a brilliant performance so far.
How would that even work?
Showing patience as well as persistence in the build-up.
Because I'm thinking,
Well, it came to nothing in the end.
if Newcastle Jets was to tie this game, if they were to tie this game, they'd go up to 4 points. If they were to win, but all 3 teams lose by 1 goal, then they will be tied for second, with Newcastle Jets going through with the win and the extra goal. I mean, we'd have a 3-way tie for second place.
Well, you have to categorise that as a missed opportunity.
I'm just baffled by the possibility we have here in Group B of a three-way tie for second place.
And the substitution will occur now.
The substitution for Newcastle. If WS Wanderers win this game, if they'd win this game and the next game, then they go up to 8 points, so they would go through. But only if they win this next two games. And we still have the possibility. So yeah, we do have the possibility of there being a tie. We just need 2 of the 3 games going the same way.
Options appear plentiful.
So you have 2 of the 3 games go the exact same way.
Can he get one back? And the keeper did magnificently.
Well, that's just a wonderful save.
Then
How
we'll have a
did he stop
tie.
that?
We'll have to have a tiebreaker match. And then we'd have to have 3 tiebreaker matches if it was a 3-way tie. If we were to suddenly have all 3 matches go in a certain direction
Played over.
against, or even with the teams.
Really vital interception here.
So now that I'm actually thinking about it, I'm thinking that there are actually quite a
This will help
high
them get back into the game. Well,
chance.
they're going to be very cross with themselves because that was a wasted opportunity. Well, he hasn't quite had the impact and attack that we were expecting, Stuart.
Well, it's not been one of his best displays, Derek, has it? He really hasn't been able to affect the game here. Unless he starts getting on the ball, they're going to struggle to get back into this one.
If the games,
Well,
if
we're inside the final 15 minutes.
2 of the 3 final games for Group B had the exact same scoreline, then we are going to the tiebreaker.
Not high quality defending. Pretty comfortable piece of defending. Well, they'll be happy to have regained possession.
Yeah, well, if 2 of the 3 games all have the same score, if
Can he
2
play
of the
this
3
in?
games have the same scoreline and go in the same
It's
direction,
the challenge that was required. Has the strength to hang on to it.
then we'll need a tiebreaker.
Just 10 minutes to go.
So basically, we need to have a 2-1 basically for both which team
Well, you can
won
absolutely
and the
sense
scoreline.
frustration growing in the opposition camp. They can't get near the ball.
So we have to have
Dimitri Petratos tackling and winning the ball to boot.
so all the last matches for Group B have to have a certain winner and a
Really
certain
good
goal
challenge.
difference.
Oh, is he going to be punished here? Oh,
Ooh.
terrific piece of goalkeeping.
I haven't really been paying attention to the match because I've just been confusing myself with how this whole Group B could actually play out. Because there's so many different possibilities of how these matches could play out, and most of them lead to having a tiebreaker. Simply because we have 3 teams all playing 3 different matches that all have different possibilities. Like if 2 of the top teams were playing against each other in the final set of matches, then that'd be fine.
There's
We'd
the
have to
delivery. On the
then we
corner,
know that
too
one
close
team would
to
lose and the other
goalkeeper
team
that
would
time.
win. Or we'd have a draw. And they just have to play against each other again.
Hemed. And unable to keep possession. And 3 minutes will be added on for stoppages.
But anyway, it's looking like it'll be a WS Wanderers win,
Petratos.
which will throw them 5th in the table. Which will they'll throw to 5 points and give a Newcastle yet
Umal.
finally something other than a draw. Oh, and it's in.
She does! And maybe, just maybe, there's enough time for an equaliser. It would be quite the frenetic turnaround.
It would be, especially since they have
Well,
negative
he wasn't
time
going to
left,
waste this
basically.
chance. 1v1 against the keeper, and he slots it away with great confidence. That's a good finish.
So, if so WS Wanderers is one win away. It's for, yeah, basically one win away from possibly getting through. Would require an amazing outcome of matches.
And there goes the final whistle. And the home fans are going to be happy about this outcome.
Well, Derek, they didn't dominate the game by any means today, but overall they had the better of the chances and just about deserved their win.
Yeah, I believe that's us had 2 teams of each.
Well, I don't think, Stuart, anyone can really quibble about what he put into the game.
Well, I thought he was excellent. Not only did he score a good goal, but his general play was outstanding. He certainly played a major part in their win here today.
Anyway, so now each group has had 2 teams eliminated and left it all with 8 teams having different chances of getting through. But we'll see all that when we come back to Australia after Tuesday's episode, where we go to the 3rd place match again of Al Red versus Al Fahi, and then the Saudi Cup match, Al Taweem versus Al Hilal. We'll see you guys then.